Vanakkam, Namaste, Swagatam. This is going to be a sensitive topic. It's about past relationship. So, without any delay, let us start. So, four types which we are going to discuss in this topics are whether you are having any past relationship or not, it is for you. If you had past relationship, then ideal way how to handle this past relationships, or for that matter for your partner or for you. And the fourth one is action plan, what to do now. So this is what we are going to see. The first one is for all, that is whether you are husband or wife, whether you had past relationship or not. What we need to understand is it's very sensitive area. Past relationship is not like having a owning a car and selling that car and buying a new car. It's not about object, it's about a person, it's about emotion. It is not one side emotion, it is a responsive two-way reaction. So the memory is more stronger. So we need to handle this segment very sensitively. Second, marriage is not about 2 years or 3 years of agreement. Let's see whether it works out or not. No, this is not the type of marriage which Indians can think. In Tamil, they say marriage is Ayiram Kalathu Payir, 1,000 years of cultivation. That is what is one marriage. It's not about you and your partner. It is about 1,000 generations which you are going to create, and what kind of a mindset and so many other stuffs. So it is definitely not about expiry date. It is a lifetime journey. And also, when a question of having a relationship in the past, or whether is there any connection between that person or with your partner now or with you now, all these things create question of the very survival of the relationship. Your addictions may not take this much serious. Your work lifestyle may not make this much impact, whereas your past relationship and the way you are going to handle the past relationship after marriage is definitely going to play a vital role. And also, one thing we all should understand, whenever someone is possessive, whenever someone says, hey, don't look at that girl, how can you talk to her like that, how can you talk to that boy like this, keep some distance, all these statements may look awkward, but understand all these possessiveness is out of love. I do understand there are two types of people, emotionally matured and emotionally immature, but still, if you wish, even in that possessiveness, you can see love. Sometimes it will be awkward, sometimes it will be crossing the limits, but understand that person is not emotionally matured. That doesn't mean that that person is intellectually weak, or that person doesn't love you, or that person is stupid. No, it is just not yet matured. We are also not matured in many ways, right? So it's a process. We need to understand this. I'm not justifying possessiveness or the reactions of possessiveness, but I'm just taking you some space to understand what is possessiveness. The last but not the least, many a times we underestimate our capability or our self-control, or we overestimate our capability or our self-control. This can also be vice versa with your partner. So let's get to the detail. So this segment, if yes category, is for the people, those who are, or those who had a relationship. So if you are not that person who had any relationship in the past, don't worry, just sit and relax, or you can even skip few minutes, but it is better to explore what I'm going to say. I was teaching in an engineering college for engineering students and management students for more than 9 years. And when I was teaching them, one thing I understood, I found good number of students, those who were not interested to get into the engineering, got into the engineering because of XYZ reason. And when they were supposed to be an engineer and study engineering, they got stuck with their past in their head, and they were thinking of NEET exam. They were thinking of some other department where they were supposed to study engineering, or some other university which they thought of, enrolling themselves instead of where they are enrolled now. And they completely lived in illusion. They never lived in the reality. They never enjoyed, they never utilized the opportunity, they never studied engineering. And this is the best example I can give you if you got stuck with your past relationship in your head. I can declare I had 3 relationships in my past. So I can fully understand the pain and the emotional swings and pendulum things happens in our head, and the memory, the ugly memory which pops out without any reminders and literally tortures. You need to understand this is going to be very, very serious. The impact of the past relationship in your present life, if you don't know how to handle, is going to completely spoil your whole future, and not only yours but also the people around you. We need to understand the nature of mind is like a monkey. That's what all masters say. Why monkey? Because monkey jumps from one branches to the other branch, and before even monkey could eat one fruit from one branch, the monkey sees the other fruit and thinks, no, that's going to be far better than this one, and drops this and jumps there and plucks that fruit. And before eating that fruit, monkey sees the another fruit and drops this one and jumps there. And they say our mind is like a monkey. Our mind never be in present, always thinks about past or always thinks about future. So we need to handle our mind very delicately, particularly in this segment. And the only possible way is to burn it down. What we need to burn? The bridge we need to burn. The past relationship we need to burn. They say, right? When you burn down the bridge, only then you can step forward with so much of conviction. And if you don't burn down the bridge, your mind always tells, there is one back door. There is a, option B. So it is always better to burn down the bridge. And I'm going to tell you in detail later. Before that, let us see what is the ideal way. Double agent is hell. What is double agent? You know double agent, right? Somebody who is a spy and who is a spy for a nation and also for the other side of the team. The life of a double agent is hell. If you had a past relationship and you are in touch, or if that past relation came back to you, pinged you, WhatsApped you, called you, met you, now you are in hell, right? You can't tell your partner, you can't tell that person either what you are feeling. And now in front of she or him, you are the old guy, and in front of him or her, here you are the goody guy. Your life is going to be hell. I tell you, this is the most worst thing can happen to a family man. And what is the solution? This is the only solution. Wait before getting into conclusion. Transparency is must. Let us see, discuss when, but at least understand transparency is what. It is better to, lay down our burden and share it with our partner, and keep our partner posted, whatever happens. It was ugly thing, but let me share. It happened once when in a function I met one of my ex, and I was alone there, and I was stuck. Luckily, I don't have the memories in my head, so I don't carry my past, so I can easily forget it. So that's God's gift to me. I would say I thank for that. So I was not disturbed a lot. But suddenly, after many years, I got married, and suddenly in one function, I saw the ex, and I was literally confused. I was panicked for a moment. I don't know whether I should look into the eye, whether I should smile, whether I should not smile. If she comes and talks to me, should I talk? I got all these, thoughts in my head. I don't know what to tell, whom to ask. The first person I called is my wife. Yeah, I am lucky. So I called my wife and I told her, this is the situation, what should I do? And the other side there was a big laugh. She just told, enjoy, it's your war, you should face it, no one can help you from outside. Understand, not everybody can share everything with your partner. I accept that. But understand, transparency is the ideal way. Once you transfer all the things in your head, and once you are transparent with your partner, your life is going to be much more simpler. At least your lies will be zero, your guilt will be zero, your hypocrisy will be zero, at least with one person in your whole world. And that's the most beautiful thing, I tell you. Most beautiful thing. It doesn't happen for all, but if it happens, you're very lucky. But we will discuss about whether it happens or not. So should I then tell my life partner what and all happened in my life? If that was your question, hold on. Why? Because that is subjective discrimination. You can't take decision just because I told. Because every individual is different. There are few people those who are super possessive. There are few people those who are super prejudiced. From their childhood they might have got some thoughts on a relationship, purity, virginity, so many things. We will be discussing all the sectors individually from an Indian perspective. But with this context, I would like to say one thing. You need to first understand your partner. You need to understand the partner's likes and dislikes and preferences and intellectual maturity and emotional maturity. And based on that, you need to come to a conclusion. So it is subjective. But definitely, ideally, if you kept all these things out from your head, your life is going to be much more simpler and happier. Anyways. Action plan. What to do then? First, you need to understand your partner, whether you can be transparent with your partner or not. How to do it? You need to understand whether your partner is intellectually mature. What is intellectually mature? Intellectually matured is nothing but a person who has experienced different walks of life, a person who has different types of friends. Generally, people those who don't have anybody who smokes in their circle and who hate smoking may even think smoking, the people those who are smoking are bad, right? But if you got a friend who's a good person but still got addicted to smoke, and that person is also struggling to come out of smoking, and to that person, if anybody says that all the smoking people are bad, this person won't agree. Correct? The same way, the people those who got different exposure, the people those who got different people interaction, they will have more intellectual maturity ideally. The second one which we need to see is, even if intellectual maturity is not there, there is a possibility that you can tell your partner what happened if your partner trusts you fully. There is no formula, there is no app to find out whether your partner trusts you fully or not. It's only you can tell. And that trust should be hardcore. Even if you tell the entire past black and blue and tell, I completely closed that chapter, I completely closed that entire episode of my life, and I am a newly born baby in front of you, and you are for me, and I am only for you. If you tell this thing to your partner, and if your partner trusts you fully, then this much is enough. Your partner will sleep tight that night without having any second thought of confusion. So trust matters and intellectual maturity matters. What else? I don't know, right? You are a husband or a wife. So I need to tell the difference of man and woman. Generally, the male psychology is this: they hang on to past more. I am again saying generally because everywhere there are exceptions. And generally, women have more control over their memory, or at least when they want, they can put a full stop on their memory recording and they can restart. That is why in all languages, we find male love failure songs 80% or 95% of the time, and very less or negligible, or we don't even see in most of the situations, a female love failure song. And also we see the same mother, a female, who remembers all the incidents what our father did from the day one of the marriage. So she remembers, but she chooses to remember or not. She has the control over the memory. So this also I want to share. I want you to consider this. What personality you are more? And the third one is memory management. Memory is the cunning fellow who plays all the game into our head and spoils our life, and also makes wonder out of our life. If you remember what you need to remember in exam hall, you are a winner. And if you remember an unwanted thing, you are done, right? So memory plays a vital role. And how to manage this memory? First, you need to have a moral commitment. You have taken a step, you have agreed, you have given your word, and you need to stick to it. And this moral commitment should be the first priority in front of all. The second, you should even cut the mutual friends, if possible, who are all connected with your X or YZ, whatever it is. So that in any case, through any entry, the mutuals will not be the reason to be the mediators. Any type of relationship with the ex is better to be stopped. If it is unavoidable, if the ex is so close, blah, 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 all the best. You need to burn down all the physical reminders. The physical reminders not only be the greeting cards and gifts, but also the locations, the favorite food, XYZ. You better don't enter into the physical reminders again. And the best of all, empty mind, devil's workshop. Make yourself busy. Don't have an empty spot in your day where you will be alone and you are free to think anything or do anything in your day. When you get such an empty slot in your day, you have more possibility to get into the shit. So make yourself as busy as possible, as responsible as possible, as active as possible. I hope I made things clear. So these are all the things I thought of sharing you with respect to past relationship. If you have any valid points, if you think I missed it, please comment below. I will add it in the future updates. And also, it's just one side, right? I don't really realize what exactly you are thinking. I'll be very honored if you can share, what do you feel? What do you think? What is your takeaway from this session? Please comment below. In every session, I will be happy to see you at least share 1 or 2 words from your heart. Because the purpose is not buying a course. You bought the course, I got the money, yay. No. The purpose of this course or the purpose of Mile is to make a change in this world. The things which I missed in my life, the things which people are missing in their life, I want to fill. The life education, the most important thing, it should be given and it should be taken to the mainstream. That's my goal. And here in this mission, I have to reach at least 1 lakh individuals to lead a happy, sustainable family life. So kindly help me. Please comment your opinions below. What do you feel, your feedback, your questions? I'll read one by one and I'll get back to you. Thank you.